All right, we are moving on to Module 5 now. I did not do a video for 5.0 Module 5 pretest because that's all it is a pretest. So you know how to get in and do that. Um, so if you want to click this and see why you're taking it, that's fine. And then click that and then take your Module 5 pretest. All right. And I'm going to talk about 5.01 hyphenation and syntax. We are starting our poetry module. I love poetry. Um, and I'm going to offer a live class on the use of a nice strategy to analyze poetry for those of you who would like to have a better way of analyzing poems. Okay. All right. So today we're talking about hyphenation and syntax. So again, the first one is going to be the lesson. The second one's going to be actually a quiz that you're going to take. Okay. For some reason, if you can't find your lessons and assignments, check your calendar. I don't know if they left your to-do list when I, um, align the dates and buzz and the pacing guide. So again, make sure that you um, click on, whoops, I don't have these on there yet. Um, Click on Fridays, okay? And then that gives you, that's going to be, the lesson and the exam, okay? All right, moving back here. Okay. So poetry, I love poetry. Some kids don't like poetry because you have to think a little bit, and there's always like this deeper level meaning. All right, so let's take a look at the lesson for syntax. Please make sure that you go through these lessons. They don't take that long, okay? All right, so you are going to take a look at a poem called Totally Like Whatever You Know. Um, and there is an author that actually reads it to you. So click on the video and have it read to you, and you can hear how it's supposed to be read. And I think that helps as well. Okay, and you're going to take a look at the use of hyphens, right, which is a piece of punctuation, and then syntax. All right. And if you click on the blue, it tells us that syntax is the way in which words or phrases are put together to create meaning. So if you are looking at a sentence, the way that sentence is put together, that's called syntax. Okay. And again, for the assignment, you will have a multiple choice quiz. Make sure you go through this lesson first. All right. So syntax is a part of grammar that helps us make meaning from the way that words are arranged. Okay. And it deals with the placement of our parts of speech. Okay. And in English, typically your adjectives will come in front of the words that they are describing. They will come in front of the nouns. So the brown spotted cow grazes in the green grass. All right. We have brown and spotted as adjectives modifying the word cow, and then green as an adjective modifying the noun grass. Typically, that's how we do it in English. All right. Subject and predicate. Again, this is normally, but not always, that the subject will appear at the beginning of the sentence and the predicate at the end. All right. So if you take a look at this example, Taylor Molly's poem inspires many young writers to make a difference in their own writing. So the complete subject comes first. Taylor Molly's poem. That's the subject. Okay. And then the whole rest of that, it starts with the verb inspires, and that's your predicate, your complete predicate. Okay. All right. So this is kind of, it is poking fun of something, but it does also have a serious meaning as well. So again, make sure that you click on this and have the poem read to you. All right. So totally like whatever you know. That's kind of how we talked in the 1980s. Showing my age here, but kind of like that Valley Girl that put likes and like like in front of everything. Um, so again, click on this. The poem is down here. All right. But click on this and as you are watching the poem, all right, listen to it. All right. So again, you can tell the speaker he'll use the inflection in his voice that's meant to be heard because of the syntax and the hyphenation in the poem. Just a reminder that hyphens, all right, it's a punctuation mark used to join words to separate syllables of a single word. Um, so the ages of people and things, you'll use it. Okay. Um, to join compound words. It could be used to divide a part of a word for a purpose. Okay. So if you need to review that, excuse me, make sure that you do. Okay. This is going to be important for your quiz. So your buddies who aren't watching my videos, they're not going to do so well on this quiz. All right. So you can tell this is in blue. All right. In case you hadn't realized, it has somehow how become uncool to sound like you know what you're talking about. All right. And then there's a question mark, although it's um, put in the form of a declarative sentence. So let's look. These lines are phrased as a question, although the statement is a declarative sentence as a way of mocking this trendy way of speaking. All right. So it's making fun of that. All right. So again, make sure this is going to help you with the quiz. All right. Click on these blue things and it's going to explain to you like here I am talking like the poem like. All right. So make sure that you take a look at that. All right. And again, once you are finished that, you then go on to take your quiz. And that would be your 5.01 assignment. Awesome.